Your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding, ding, ding. G'day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome into Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name's Pete Johns, and for the next 2 hours or thereabouts, we'll be playing the best independent music from all around this big blue marble of ours, and we do it each and every week and have done for the last 3+ years thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. If you're an independent artist, a creator, a musician, you want to get your music out there, yeah? You want to get it on Spotify, you want to get it on Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Snapchat, Facebook, Roblox. I don't care where you want it to go. It's going to get there with DistroKid. One upload, one yearly subscription, and you get your music out there to the world. And you can save a big 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. We thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of Your Music Live. Are you ready? Are you ready to rock? Yeah, it's going to be an epic show. I just know it. I can feel it in the cockles, way down deep in the cock, maybe in the subcockle. Let's play, speaking of which, let's play some Nickelback. This is an amazing band that sort of joined the community around about a year ago, I reckon. Been a while, and they are working on some lyric videos for some of their songs. This is one of my favourite Nickelback tunes. It's called Ghost, and now they've got an epic lyric video to go along with it. Let's take a listen and get started in style. Your Music Live. We're on the air. Let's do this thing. Oh yeah, one of my favourite tunes from that particular artist, and I love the lyric video. Lyric videos take a lot of effort to make them good, and that's a good one. So support our friends at Nickelback and go check that one out down in the description. Yeah, always creative, always impressive. Give them a round of the applause. Hey, how you doing today? You doing well? May the 4th be with you. Live long and prosper. Wait, is that the right one? My wife's mum is a big Star Trek fan, and also Star Wars fan, and she sent a message yesterday to the family chat saying, "Ma, happy Star Wars Day, may the 4th be with you." And of course, my wife had to show the Spock "Live long and prosper" in response. And happy Cinco de Mayo, which it is here in Australia, and just happy Music Day. Let's just call it Your Music Live Day. as it is each and every week. Yeah, we're here each week. If you're new to the channel, say good day. Say hi, because we got some wonderful regulars that have been around here. You know what? It's episode 254. There's people that have been watching this show for 5 years now, and there's other folks that are just joining the fun. So yeah, feel free to say good day. You'll find the chat is super friendly. We have some of the best community interactions going around. I've been to other shows, and look, I don't want to call up other people out for what goes on, but let's just say that sometimes it's not super friendly, and sometimes people are very mean and unkind. And I'm not saying that we're not going to. If I hear some feedback for one of your songs, I'm going to throw it out there if I think it's going to help you. But that's the difference. We're going to build you up, not tear you down, here on Your Music Live. So if that sounds like the kind of place you'd like to hang and chill, then hang and chill you shall. And we're going to play another song for you here now. This is Zangaya. This is Tripping with Rembrandt, was recorded in front of a studio audience. Just kidding. Ableton Live 12 and iMovie. Someday I will learn how to use it. Had me going there for a moment. It's filmed before a live studio audience. So I nearly was all in on that, going, oh, right, our first ever live studio audience song. No, but we're going to play it for you. This is Tripping with Rembrandt, Zangaya, Your Music Live. Straight to the admin playlist, you know where that's going. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I loved that slow vibrato and really cool like synth sound, like just going all over. It's like the synth version of shredding, which if you know me, you know, look, I'm not always into the shredding, but when it's done well, it can be really effective. Absolutely cool. Thank you for sharing that one. A little bit of a Gary Newman, you reckon? Yeah, yep, definitely. G'day, Doug Kidder. Hello to Mark Bro, our wonderful member and patron and long-time supporter. Mr. Thomas Christ, our moderator extraordinaire. G'day, Joe and Barry Glenn. Hope you are doing well. Uffy Baba, all the way from Turkey. Thank you for being here as well. And Gordon Lee Weaver, thank you very much for your kind donation, Gordon. Just received that one, so appreciate you big time. If you'd like to donate to me or become a member of the Patreon or a member of the channel, you're welcome to. You know what we say around here? Your donations are always welcome and never expected. I have low expectations of you all. No, I have low expectations because, yeah, look, things are challenging all round at the moment. So, and I get it. So it makes me doubly thankful every time someone spends their hard-earned to support me and the work we do around here. And hopefully you get some fun out of it as well. And you know what? if you don't support me monetarily, that's super cool too. Hit the thumbs up button down in the description section below. Leave a comment. Tell your friends. I love that Zungaya, the artist we just played there, Raul Nieves, who you'd know from this channel. We've played his music. He played guitar on some of Zungaya's tracks. Now Zungaya's sharing their tracks, even the one. You see what I mean? It's the cross-pollination, the collaboration and cross-pollination of a community that makes it super awesome. Let's play another track, shall we? This is Jeremy Dishaw. And I think Jeremy just said in the chat here, I got a bit carried away with my description. You don't have to do it. I'm doing it. I'm sorry. You get a couple of lines to tell me how to do things, and that's what I'm going to do. So, Pete, say it like a hillbilly. Funky fried chicken picking with chickens chicken picking, get fiddles, get that crazy goated slapping, get the gut bucket brass, like with the cow's cowbell till old Bessie comes home. Yee-hoo! Don't ask, barnyard animal shenanigans, yohoy! Is that close? By the way, as Cletus from The Simpsons says, it's not hillbilly, it's Hill William. Did I offend anyone there? It's not my intention, because I'm just an idiot on the internet. Let's play this tune. This is Something Funky, the Barn Sessions, Jeremy Dishaw on Your Music Live. Fun there. The barns are rocking. Don't come a knocking with Jeremy Dishaw on that one. Exactly. You never know what you're going to get. I'm going to hit play, and you nor I know what to hear. Just a bit behind the scenes stuff. I do listen to a bit of the songs before the show just to make sure it's not F like preaching hate or doing anything like too super bad. But I don't listen to the whole thing. So I'm as surprised as you with some of the stuff that goes on here. I love it. Yep, see? Fun. No need for embarrassment, just all fun. Yeah, round of the pause all round for that one. And as Jeremy says, nice job. I'm more embarrassed than you are. I used to get so embarrassed so easily. I used to be so... And look, I still am in public. For some reason, here on the channel, my level of embarrassment has dropped, and in public as well. It's not completely gone, but yeah, I've realised that life's too short to worry about what other people think, particularly strangers on the internet, but even your friends and your family, because guess what? You're probably overthinking it more than other people are, as was just proven by playing that one from Jeremy. Everyone dug it, so no need for embarrassment. Just share your stuff. I nearly swore. Share your stuff. Now I sound like Sean Connery. Oh, Miss Moneypenny. Save us, Michael. Michael, a.k.a. Zedland Band out of Canada. Says, hi, Pete. This song is called Friendship Song. Don't be fooled by the title of the song. Michael, I thought you were my friend. I thought this was going to be a lovely song of friendship, but now I'm concerned. Should we give it a spin? Friendship Song. Michael, a.k.a. Zedland Band.
I'm not that different from you. I like who I am, but I also like It's a matter of taste, not a matter of life or death, like the color of your car. We were born to disagree, to see things in different ways as we navigate through life. Nothing is better, like two sides of a coin as we wade through strife. Peace and love and all of that means nothing alone in your flat. I wish you well, but don't count on that. When the time comes to resume our chat. It's easier than it seems, but harder than it looks. You can't afford to lose sight. You try
Very
to
cool
bargain
stuff
for it.
there from Michael, aka Zland Band. And if you want to hear the whole thing, description. Jump down in the description. That's where I've got everything that you need. You've got the links to all the tracks. I've got links to where you can follow me and all the stuff we do around here, how to submit a track, and everything that will help you in the world of Studio Live Todayedness. If it's your first time around here, a little quick summary of the show. You might have noticed this already, but we play 1 to 2 minutes of a bunch of songs. This is your Whitman sampler of music shows. So you get to hear a little bit of it, and then you can go and explore the artist. And what I like is that at the end of the show, I'm hoping that there'll be at least a couple of artists, or maybe a handful, that you're like, yeah, I really dug that. That Nickelback tune you opened with, that was cool. I want to hear the rest of that Michael tune. He's an excellent songwriter. So you can go ahead and do that. You can submit a song by using the link right there or down in the description. And we do this all thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. In fact, I'd like to talk to you for just a moment about the awesomeness that is DistroKid. Did you know that with DistroKid, you can not only release your music and an unlimited amount of songs, EPs, and albums, but if you are collaborating or remixing with another artist, yeah, you can automatically split the revenue. So you can put your music out there to the world, and let's just say that I have this song here called Choices. This was from a couple of years ago, my Songtember release, and I released it there. You can see I released it on the 1st of October, immediately after Songtember. You can release it, you can add your lyrics, you can add your credits, you can do all your things. Jade, you have not accepted. I think that's because I updated the splits recently. So you can see here that you can actually split out the revenue. So when this gets streamed or bought on any platform, if someone's, say, played drums on your track, or they've remixed it, or they've produced it, or they've been part of the band, this is great for bands, this is great for collaborations. It is a really, really cool tool. If you're not familiar with DistroKid, you can sign up right now, save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. They start at just $24.99 per year. I know, that always blows my mind. I'm about to renew my VPN, and that's close to $20 a month. And this is $25 per year for an unlimited amount of music being released to all the platforms. And it literally goes, look at all those little icons. It goes everywhere, my friends. So if you want to get your music out there to the world, if you want to share your music with others, I could think of no better way to do it than to use our wonderful sponsors and friends, DistroKid. Let's dive into our next song. We're going to play My Fire Beat coming up for you in just a jiffy. This one comes to us from Dennis Lowry, who I think I saw in the chat here as well. A song to make you appreciate wisdom. And I got to tell you, I was super impressed by the vocals on this one when I was doing the pre-show and going through each track. So I don't know that we've played you before, Dennis. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're about to correct all that now. So this is Old Man in the Corner, Dennis Lowry on Your Music Live.
As long as there's a place to go, there'll always be a wonder. And someone who can take you there, and a story to be told. And there's wisdom you can pick up from an old, well-traveled stranger, sitting lonely in his corner with his hat turned way down low. So sit on down and listen to that old man in the corner. He's probably got him a story there about where you're gonna go. Each of his eyes have loaded memories with every wrinkle, crevice, and a long beard that has kept him warm while sleeping in the cold. And if you listen very closely, you'll feel that wind he's fighting has been pushing up against him, and it's all he's ever known. Astoria to Plymouth Rock, he's used to feeling lonely. He's felt every sunrise turn his nightmares into stone. Yeah, so sit down and listen to that old man in the corner. He's probably got him a story there about where you're gonna go. Each of his eyes has loaded memories with every wrinkle, crevice, and a long, long beard that's kept him warm while sleeping in the cold.
How cool is that? I mean, the vocals kind of steal the show, don't they? But yeah, listen to it again. Go to the description and go and follow Dennis Lowry, because I did listen to that one all the way through, and you pick up different things every time. There's a beautiful blues harp going on there. The guitars are really clean and crisp in there. It just really works well together. Great dynamic range and great use of different frequencies, and going from the high register for that real feeling, and then really way down low. Yeah, very, very cool. I was super impressed when I was going through the songs before the show. So like you can do with every other artist that we play here, you can jump down in the description and you can follow them. And I recommend you do. If you like it, if you dig it, go follow these fine folks who are sharing their wonderful music with you and the world. Speaking of wonderful people, someone who recently joined the community, this is the cool thing. Some people will sort of come in via this channel and through this show, others through Thomas Christ and his U Rock show. We've got Jade Star as well. And Miss Stephanie is someone I've seen hanging around, lurking around the Jade Star universe and sharing her music. And it's really, really cool. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, but I think Miss Stephanie is your interview guest this week or next week, coming up soon anyway. So you're going to get to find out a little bit more about her. But yeah, this is her first time here on Your Music Live. She says, this track is an acoustic recording of my song called Raindrops and Red Shoes. It was inspired by the story of Jack the Ripper. Yeah, a little serial killer, bluesy goodness for you here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
I'm traveling lonely through the streets of the night, with raindrops and red shoes and the smell of cheap wine. So who's gonna save me from my own crooked mind?
stuff there. Awesome from Miss Stephanie. You can't really go wrong with a 145 blues riff and some great vocals, rainbows and raindrops and red shoes. So it kind of sounds like, a bit of an upbeat, vibey kind of song. And then you think raindrops and red shoes. Is this like Jack the Ripper, like stalking through the streets and shoes covered in blood and walking through the rain? Has a whole different meaning, isn't it? Yeah, very cool. And yeah, I was too wondering whether, because sometimes it's just the video gets flipped, but I actually lefty. And I can't, usually you can see like some words or something in the background or the guitar label or something, but there's nothing there to tell. So the mystery remains whether Miss Stephanie is indeed lefty or maybe it's just a flipped video. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to play you one more tune and then we're going to do our Play My Fire Beat. Yes, I know. I've been telling you that Play My Fire Beat is on its way out. But I just haven't had a chance to. I can't. I can't get rid of it. It's my favourite and my best, and I love doing it. So if you don't know what that is, it's a chance for you to join a random drawing to see if one of your songs can be played on the show here today. No playlist, no waiting, no fuss, no muss. So we'll do that in just a jiffy. But before that, Middle Suburbia. This is an artist. Our mate Daniel has been putting out some very diverse music of late. All sorts of genres, but all of it cool. And it really is sort of amazing how Middle Suburbia has just been able to create so much awesome music. They say this song is a self-portrait, past, present, and future. This song is me. Very cool. We're going to jump over here to slaps.com, where I'm already following Middle Suburbia, and this is a platform from our friends at DistroKid. So if you're looking for a place to share your music for free before you take the plunge and sign up to DistroKid, check out slaps.com. And while you're there, follow this awesome artist. This is Middle Suburbia and Middle Suburbia.
Beneath the same sky, we share the same cries. I'm just like you, the heart beats true. We're homes where streets are new. Middle Suburbia, houses in a row, a life we all know. Just like yours, hope same as before, behind every door. Neighbors wave hello where the quiets grow. Yet here we stand, hand in hand, fighting dreams in pastel lands.
I love the breaks. I love the creativity of this. Like that stop at the start there. It's like shock. And then it kicks back in. You're like, yeah. It's got that 90s kind of feel. It's a little bit Lemonheads. It's a little bit Crowded House out of Australia. It's got that kind of. It's got the rock vibe, but with the nice sort of harmonies and sort of pop melodies going on as well. Very good. Yeah, maybe a little Oasis. Yeah, I can hear a little Oasis in there as well. But very, very cool stuff there from our friend Middle Suburbia, writing a song, a self-titled song there. Very cool stuff indeed. Now, we're doing a Play My Fire Beat. And here's your code word to remind you of our wonderful friends at DistroKid. I talked to you about splits as one of the coolest features with DistroKid, meaning that if you're collaborating with others and you're working on songs, someone plays drums on your songs, someone sings on your songs, someone remixes your songs, you're part of a four-piece band. Well, guess what? DistroKid make it super, super simple by using their splits feature. It just means that they do all the hard work. You don't have to worry, get all your streaming royalties and revenues and things in, and then have to split it up with all your band members. It's all done for you. So as you will probably see from what folks are already doing, if you put hashtag splits in the chats right snows, then you'll go into the draw. We'll spin a wheel or we'll do a random drawing in just a wee jiffy. And if it comes up you get to choose a song to play here on the show today. Simple as that, right? Clear as mud? All right, while we wait for you to get those in, let's play a song. We'll jump on over to the Cloud of Sounds. This is from B Cloud, and they say a protest against authoritarian governments. Yeah, no one likes authoritarian governments, do they? Let's have democratic governments, shall we? We the people should be able to have a say. Yeah. I think that's something we can all agree on. This is called The Youth. B Cloud here on Your Music Live. That real garage band kind of quality, doesn't it? Not as in like the app garage band, but the thing that we had. You can just imagine like a bunch of people sort of, long hair, shoegazy, like grinding out to that. Very cool stuff there from The Youth. From B Cloud and The Youth. And yes, the youth are important. Their brains aren't fully formed, though, and that's just reality and a fact. As I tell my children, when I'm telling them what to do, I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, but my wife calls it squishy brain. They've got squishy little brains, and sometimes the youth do need a little guidance, but at the same time, the passion of youth is something that we should try to actually retain as we get older. I think we become complacent, or at least I definitely have become more complacent as you get older, and you're not as angry about things, you're not as passionate about things, you don't love as hard, you don't hate as hard, which, it does help. It helps you get through the day, doesn't it? But there's nothing quite like the passion of the Uitt. Very cool. Should we do this spin? Should we do a spin thing? I think so. I think we should have B Cloud as the backdrop to this. We got 13 entries in here. So you got, what's that? Around about a 6-7% chance. Should we hit the draw button? Let's turn up B Cloud. Good luck, every person. Oh, me too. 46 years and I'm still squishy sometimes, definitely. There's your winner. Look, I'm not saying that it's pure coincidence that the person that donated to the channel less than 24 hours ago is now the winner of the Play My Fire beat, but karma, baby. And no, I don't rig things. Way too lazy. As I tell you time and time again, every time someone's like, oh, I reckon John's rigs this, he does. I'd be like, why are you talking like a grizzled 1870s prospector? And you're like, consarn it. So yeah, Gordon Lee Weaver's our winner. Gordon's been around for a while. He knows the drill. All Gordon needs to do is right here in the chat in plain text. That's the important part. No links, Why no links? Well, if you wondered why this is called Play My Fire Beat, it's because there's folks who come in here and they're like, yo, brah, play my fire beat, play my fire beat, play my fire beat. And they're posting their link over and over again, not realizing that it's going into this ether. It's never showing up in the chat. If you post a link in the chat, unless you are very special, like our wonderful moderators, yeah, it ain't going nowhere. So instead of that, I decided let's give folks an opportunity to have their fire beat played. So Gordon Lee Weaver is our winner this time around. While Gordon decides on the song that they would like us to play, going to play this one from Shivering Demons. They say a haunting acoustic version on the... try that again. A haunting acoustic meditation on the fragility of life. Boxed wine captures the quiet desperation of existence with raw lyricism and stripped down instrumentation. The song explores the endless search for meaning, whether in faith, science, or vice, only to find nothing is truly certain. What an explanation. What a lead in. Let's give this one a spin, shall we, here on Your Music Live. Side note, I've checked the video. I don't think they're burning anything controversial here. Just pre-warning. But don't play with matches, kids.
She's had too much, but she still wants more. Boxed wine. As twilight said, I watched you fade away. By these thoughts, your mind was played. That ancient question, that eternal foe. Are we forsaken or just alone?
Very nice, yeah, little Pink Floyd-ish, little Nothing Else Matters, Metallica kind of style there. But yeah, please don't put your instruments that close to flames. Nothing good can come of that. Nothing has ever... I'm trying to think of it. No. I was about to say nothing good has ever happened out of burning things, but burning things unnecessarily. But yeah, unless you're doing back burning to avoid a bushfire. I know, I was completely worried about the band's gear. And I know, I should probably be more, here in Australia, to be more worried about, starting a bushfire that destroys thousands of hectares of land. But guitars, man, guitars. Yeah, maybe they need drying out. That's right. It's a very inefficient heating system for warming up your instruments. But a cool tune doesn't take away from the fact that it's a cool tune as well. All right, let's give this a spin. This is the winner of our Play My Fire Beat. It's Gordon Lee Weaver. This is Forest Legend. I'm glad you chose this one, Gordon, because this is a cracker. We played it a few months back when it was first released, and I'm very happy to play it again. This is Gordon Lee Weaver, our Firebeat winner on Your Music Live.
Legend retold since the days of old, of giant folk who silently spoke, taller than us and filled with distrust. Hidden away in forest they stayed, deathly concealed. The shadows they shield, stealthy at night they stay out of sight. Fearsome and strong, a ticking time bomb. You best keep away to survive the game. Is it man? Is it beast? Only seen near the trees, turning in, horrid smell, so small trees, with great ease. brown hair, freakish size, encounter, terrifies. Is it friend? Is it foe? Is it real? No one knows. Massive and fierce, in hiding it appears. Best not test fate. His power is great, blindly obsessed, beginning our quest. Ill-prepared sleuth, endangered for truth. Oh no, too near, enraged it appears. Run for your life, handshaking with fright, sprinting away, a desperate escape. Just want to get safe, heart pounding, afraid. Is it man? Is it beast? Only sing near the trees.
I had to have a little listen to that chorus again. I just love it. The forest legend, forest legend. Gordon Lee Weaver, if you ever wanted to know why putting a whole lot of effort into your musical creations can actually pay off, yeah, go listen to Gordon Lee Weaver's music. He is amazing when it comes to the production side of things. And as usual with members of this community, if you want to find out more about Gordon and how he does what he does, jump on over to Jade Starr's channel. She's got an interview. Pretty much if you put in name of person in this community and Jade Starr into YouTube, something will come up. My name, Thomas Christ, yeah. Anyone. I love that I ran out of examples at 2. No, there's heaps of people in this community that have been interviewed by Jade, and you can go and find out about them and their music. Anyway, let us move on. Hello, Zaliv, is that right? Zaliv? Exoliv? Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Anyone who is new to the channel, we do this each week. And you too can be part of it by submitting a song using the link right there or in the description. And do not forget about our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you want to get your music out there to the world, DistroKid, I got you covered. Let's play another track. This comes to us from Stephen Uitt. Yes, that's Stephen Uitt. Made this a long time ago with Korg Oasis keys and PRS Santana SE guitar. Tasty. Pictures made with Procreate on iPad, an app that I wish I was better at. That's Pete's commentary, not Stephen's. Let's give it a spin. This is Procreate time-lapse music. It does what it says on the tin. Stephen Uitt, Your Music Live. stuff indeed. Late 90 indie dance album. Yeah, nice. Very cool stuff, making you want to grab a guitar, right? Stephen is one of those creators that I am a little in awe of because he's multi-instrumentalist. He does all these cool time-lapse videos and driving videos. He's got thousands of videos on his channel. He's an artist. He does everything. He's one of the sorts of folks that, you know how some of us are gunners? Oh, I was gonna learn how to play piano. I was gonna learn the harmonica. I was gonna start doing sort of digital art. He's a doer. He just gets on and does it. So hopefully you can be inspired by the awesomeness that is Stephen Uitt on that track. Now, if, like our friend Paul O'Farrell, who moseyed on into the show and went, oh, nose, I just missed the Plays Mice Fires Beats, you don't have to fears. You can wait till the second half because we're going to do it all again in the second half of the show, which is coming up just around the corner. And yes, I would be remiss if I didn't say that our mate Frank Terzo also has his Community Pulse show, where each and every week he has a different artist, a different creator on the show, different co-hosts as well. It's always interesting because you meet different people and you find out about different ways that people go about their creations. So check out Frank Terzo and the Community Pulse as well. Next up, we got ourselves a monkey of a time with Chimps of the Future. They say, awakening is seen by many as the reason we incarnate in the first place. Others see it as something you must do every day. What's the truth when you don't know who you are? Intriguing. Let's give this one a play. This is called What's the Truth? Chimps of the Future. Overall mix. Yeah, like the song rocks. Great lyrics, great vocals on that one. Love the rock and guitars. The drums are super punchy, really sort of punch through the mix nicely. Nice bass on it as well. Just really well balanced. And that's an important thing. It can be hard to get a well balanced track when you're going for something that's got some, distorted tones in there going on. Very cool. Yeah, Chimps of the Future. The future is going to be good if that's the quality of chimps that we get in the future. Yeah, nice mix. Absolutely. Really good stuff. And yeah, a cool video to boot. Is it to boot? To boot. See, you know those words that you use verbally, but you've never really seen written down? Is that great video to boot? Is it just T-O space B-O-O-T? Or is there some other word that's actually to boot? To boot from the Tibetan word for a small hat. I don't know. Oh man, to boot. Actually, is it to boot? Is it like that? I don't know what I'm talking about, says the Canadian. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I was doing the whole hillbilly thing before, so now I'll insult Canadians, then I'll have a go at the Irish since Paul's here, and then I'll talk. You know what? It should be self-deprecating as well. I'll talk about us Aussies and how we're bogans and that, eh? We'll cover everything. Don't worry. We're equal opportunity bad accent people around here, and by the end of it, I'll have somehow offended everyone. Let's play a song so I can be less offensive. This is Werner Walisch who says, "Hi Pete, this time it's my song. Is Time a Healer? It was produced with Logic Pro on the iPad. As instruments, I only use my acoustic nylon string, nice, some piano and some artificial strings. Like always, I'll already be asleep when YML show begins, for at this time it's around midnight where I'm living. Once again, greetings from Austria to Australia from Werner." Yes, for a shout out to my European friends. I know in your summer, with all the time changes and stuff, and when we run this show, it starts at midnight or 1 a.m. for a lot of our UK and European friends. And I know that that's a bit of an inconvenient time. So hello to you on the replay. All of you replay watchers, go to the comments right now and say, "Yo, Pete, replay crew represent." Or, you know, something less weird. This is Werner Walisch, and this is Time a Healer on Your Music Live.
Is time a healer, or is it a lie? I don't know the answer, just give it a try. The wounds may heal, you can soothe all the pain, but in the end, the scars will remain. Is there love at first sight, or is it a lie? I don't know the answer, just give it a try. Judge a book by its cover, though there's so much to read. Then fall for a beauty that's only skin deep. Come and tell me, my old friend, where is the heart? Where is the flow? Come and tell me, my old friend, 'cause I don't know, 'cause I don't know. Do we reap what we sow, or is it a lie? I don't know the answer, just give it a try.
I love it. I love your music, Werner. It's so nice, so just like cleansing, isn't it? Yeah, so crisp and clean, and yeah, really like an old folk song, exactly. And I love hearing folks' accents come through in their singing. I mean, we can all try and sing like John Bon Jovi, but then it's boring, isn't it? You got to bring you. You are the best you, and you should be you. You. By the way, that was shared on slaps.com, which is a wonderful platform that you can use for free from our friends at DistroKid. Look, you can throw fire on the track, we can save the track, sharing the track's a breeze, and I can even come down here and say, just spun this on YML. Really good track, Werner. Because it was great. It was awesome. And you too can join up to slaps.com and share the love, share your music and discover it. It's a wonderful music discovery engine. In between times, for the mean times and the in-between times when YML or U-Rock are not on the air, yeah, you can go over to slaps.com and find some pretty awesome artists. In fact, most of the time people are actually coming and finding me and submitting songs to the show. Sometimes I find an artist on slaps.com that I dig so much that I invite them to share their music here. This is our final track of the first half. Yes, we've been keeping a good pace today. I've been impressed with myself. This is Nyx, and they say Trust No One was the very first song I ever made. It's just an Among Us rap, basically. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, since it was my first time using BandLab, so it will be heavily auto-tuned. I just hope you find humour in it. I like finding humour in things. Let's have fun. Everything's a bit too serious these days, isn't it? This is Trust No One, and it is User 404, aka Nyx, here on Your Music Alive.
Who meant to lie? Was something ain't right? Who's the imposter hiding in plain sight? First round starts and I think the right is us. Why? You asked, but he ran away from us. Wait, assessing. I think that blue is fake. Hold up now, are you just shifting the blame? Where's Green? Haven't seen him for a while. Oh, there he is with the knife and his smile. Looked at the cards and pops her in play. Oh no, he's coming wrong. Don't be his prey. Quick, hit the button, call the vote. If we don't act fast, all just goes. Roommates panic, pointing fingers around. Green gets ejected. Well, hold up now, wait. Why's the game still on? Said Green had a partner all along. Now so let's go. Somebody's coming. Search high, keep your head down and grounded. Oh no, 3, 2, 1, rocks lost.
Yeah, bringing the auto tune, but hey, yeah, nice beat, well put together track, some nice space in there. Love to hear the lyrics a little louder. I'm thinking, given it was your first one, what a lot of us do when we're first starting to create music is you kind of bury yourself. It's a confidence thing. You get better at it as you go. You use less processing on your vocals and you bring them up to the front of the mix. And then you probably do what I do, which is bring them up too far. G'day, Frank Terzo. He must have heard us talking about him because there is the wonderful Frank Terzo here. Thank you. Yeah, round of applause for Nyx on that one. Thank you for sharing, and thank you to all of our artists who shared in the first half. Guess what? I would like to make an announcement. For the first time in 2025, the first half of Your Music Live has finished within the first hour. Yay! Can I get a round of applause for me for actually being able to keep to a schedule for once? And now you're thinking, yeah, but if you keep talking now, Johns, instead of just, playing the next song, you're not going to do that. And you're right, because you're always right. That's right. The customer is always right. Remember that in life. Yeah. No, anyone that's worked in customer service knows that that is not the truth. The customer is always unreasonable and mostly a pain in the bum. Because if you work in customer service, yeah, it would be even worse these days. See, here I am. I'm going off on a tangent. I think it would be worse these days. Let me know anyone that still works in sort of customer-facing industries, because all of the easy stuff is done by automated systems. So when I used to work in call centers, you'd get a call and, someone would be just wanting to extend the time to pay their bill, or they'd be wanting to change an address on something. And then you get those, I worked for an energy company, you get those high bill inquiries where it's a dad that's adamant that his children aren't using their space heaters during the night, and they totally are. And you can tell that, but you have to spend half an hour telling Mr. Smith why his teenage son and daughter are bad people and should feel bad. So I don't think you'd get that these days, because all those easy things are controlled by like automation and AI, and it's everywhere too. It's like self-checkouts. I went to the cricket not long ago, and at the Oval, there is the bar where you can go and get served, and there is the automatic beer dispenser where you go and put a cup under and press a button and a robot pours your beer. And you know what? It did a really bad job of it. It poured it in so fast that it like overflowed, and then there was like that much left at the top. And I had to tell the duty, the human that was helping the robot, he had to go in there and punch in a code and get it to fill it up. And I watched from afar, and he had to do that with about half of them. So I don't think our beer swilling robot overlords are going to be taken over completely anytime soon. But yeah, it is. Where was I going with this? What was my point? I don't remember. All right, let's say thank you to Frank Terzo for the donation. Appreciate you. Remember, your donations are always welcome and never, ever expected. Our featured artist this week is someone who hasn't been part of the community that long, to be honest, but every single song they've shared has been epic. It's been really good. Some are hit you in the feels. To be honest, some are pretty dark, and by the end of it, you're like, oh, but some are uplifting and positive, and I love that because music should trigger emotion. Like, that's what we're all here for, right? You want music to make you laugh, or make you cry, or make you smile, or make you frown, or make you angry, or make you grateful, right? And the artist is Harriet B. And the reason I chose them is a few days ago they did a cover of a Kareem Gubran song called We're All Immigrants. And I thought not only is it a wonderful message and a very timely and relevant one right now, but she did a beautiful job covering it. So I'm going to play this as our featured artist, but also to kick off our Under the Covers segment. And then we got something brand new from Harriet B to play for you at the end of the show. So without further ado, this is We're All Immigrants. Harriet B on Your Music Live.
We're all foreigners. We're all immigrants. To hate someone from somewhere else don't make a lot of sense. We don't own the land. It's all a gift from God. Even if you went to Home Depot and bought some expensive sod, let's choose love instead of hate. Plant seeds of peace. It's not too late. Let's choose love instead of hate. Let's be friends. It's not too late. Jesus was on the run from the day he was born. Kings tried to kill him, then gave him a crown of thorns. Let's stop oppressing the poor, doing it in his name. As Johnny Amish says, that's doing it in vain. Let's choose love instead of hate.
A very simple song, a very simple message. Yeah, isn't it wonderful? And I think, was it you, Joey, that I saw with the comments on there already? I think it might have been why it came into my feed, because YouTube knows that that you've got good taste, and then it's presented it to me. Anyway, it was really, really good. I'm just scrolling down now just to see if that was indeed the case. I think. No, maybe it wasn't. I thought I saw your name next to either that song or maybe it was a different song. Oh, no, there you are. Yeah, such a beautiful song and message and lovely performance. Absolutely. Very cool stuff. You did. You sent Harriet to me, and I'm very, very thankful for it because, such a wonderful creator. And again, now is the time. Again, at the risk of going off on tangents and not finishing on time, as we just gloated that we were going to, it's been a rough time. I'll just take a quick pause for this. It still is a rough time for many people. I've had to be involved in things here in Australia for the last few weeks. That's done with now, and I'm not going to even go into details. But I'm looking to be a positive influence in the world. And I listened to an interview with one of my heroes, Weird Al Yankovic. And the person interviewing him was asking, well, so you don't get involved in things? And he's like, yeah, look, I have very strong beliefs and morals and values, but I just choose to not share them publicly. And he said, not only is it because half my audience is very diverse and some of them don't necessarily align with my values, but also no one's sitting around going, well, I don't know how to feel about this issue. I'm going to wait to find out what Weird Al thinks about it. And it kind of made me pause and go, yeah, as much as I think it's important that you share your truth and that you live your truth and that you have values and ethics and morals and you're not afraid to express them, I think sometimes we, meaning I, can overdo it. and not everyone is sitting there waiting for me to sprout out my views and opinions. You're probably waiting for me to play the next song. So, with that in mind, how about I play the next song? This is a wonderful collaboration from some cool folks over on the GarageBand users Facebook group. It's a cover of Mr. Roboto, yes, the Styx tune. We're talking Clearly Epic, our mate Steve Mara, Brian Bigler, and Mr. Ron Ward. Yeah, 80 plus tracks plus effects buses. Wowzers. That's quite an epic thing. Clearly epic, you might say. So let's kick off our covers in style with this one, a cover of Mr. Roboto.
You're wondering who I am, machine or mannequin, with parts made in Japan. I am the modern man. I've got a secret I've been hiding under my skin. My heart is human, my blood is boiling, my brain IBM. So if you see me acting strangely, don't be surprised. I'm just a man who needed someone and somewhere to hide to keep me alive. Just keep me alive. Somewhere to hide to keep me alive. I'm not a robot without emotions. I'm not what you see. I've come to help you with your problems so we can be free. I'm not a hero. I'm not the savior. Forget what you know. I'm just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control, beyond my control. We all need control.
So epic. Clearly epic. Go ahead and go watch the full version because unfortunately we don't have the 5.5 minutes. We've only got a couple of minutes per song here on the show. But once again, the description down below will have everything you need down there. And if you're not seeing everything, you were here early perhaps before I'd added everything, just refresh. Just refresh your browser, or if you're on the mobile version, just sort of go forward to the next video and then back again, and you'll have everything up to date. Let us play our next cover. This comes from someone who is right here in the chat. We just saw them. It's Colourful Energy and Friends. They say, hey, Pete, this is a cover of Bill Withers' Lonely Day. R4 is on vocals, drums, mixing, and video editing. Lord Extras on bass, and I'm on keys. It was fun for me to create an arrangement with Hammond, strings, and trumpet sounds. Have a lovely day. And that's from the wonderful Colourful Energy. Let's you and I jump over and give this one a spin, shall we? Lovely Day, the Bill Withers tune, a full band cover, Colourful Energy and Friends.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely when the day that lies ahead of me seemed impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you.
Oh, I know. I don't want me to turn it down either, but I got to leave you wanting more. That's the whole purpose of this show, is to make you go and check out the full version below. See what I did there, bro? And yes, the bass on that one, that poppin' bass, beautifully mixed in. Wonderful keys, of course, from Colourful Energy. And yeah, who knew that R4 could have the pipes on them too, as well as playing the drums. Very cool stuff there from some wonderful folks. And thank you for sharing that one. I know that Ain't No Sunshine gets all the Bill Withers love, but that's right up there, isn't it? It's just such a cool groove on that tune. Speaking of cool grooves and cool dudes, we've got Adorable Anarchy up next. Hi, Pete. Here's a cover of Led Zeppelin's tune Bronnior, pronounced Bronniar. See, I should have read the pronounced bit before I tried to read the first bit. This is the tune they have playing in their movie. The song remains the same for a lot of it. I learned this mostly because my ex-husband bet me I couldn't do it. I'm spiteful like that. It's an altered tuning, of course. Start at 19 seconds. Yeah, learning things out of spite. Always a good thing. If someone says you can't do something, prove them wrong, kids. Prove them wrong. Adorable Anarchy here on Your Music Live. Proved that ex-husband wrong indeed. I've heard that about ex-husbands. I've heard that they're always wrong. Yet I hear the same about ex-wives, so I guess it cuts both ways. Oh dear. Very cool. Yeah, just awesome. And now I feel like a juicy, crispy apple after seeing that. In fact, I have some apples out there. I might go eat an apple after the show. Yeah, that's right. We're getting into what Johns is going to choose to eat after the show, being inspired by you. What should I have for lunch, though? Burrito? Pizza? Salad? Boring. Let us, instead of talking about my lunch, let's talk about Joe and Barry Glenn. It's been a hot minute. I haven't heard a Joe and Barry Glenn tune for a while. I think Baz was a bit under the weather for a bit, so they didn't have a lot coming out of the Joe and Barry Glenn factory, but now we do. It is a Northumbrian lullaby, a popular song in the north of England and Scotland. Remixed and mastered by Jade in Logic Pro, we have been revisiting many of our old recordings, which have certainly been improved with an update. Of course, the helpful advice from Pete and Jade. Flattery will get you everywhere. Let's give this one a little tickle over here, and this is called Bonnie at Morn. Joe and Barry, you've always been wonderful. You've always had that way of making you feel warm and fuzzy in the cockles. But yeah, the production values have definitely continued to improve as you've progressed and upgraded your gear, but also upgraded your production techniques, which is as, if not more important, in my humblest of opinions. So yeah, very, very cool. Round of the pause all round there to Joe and Barry Glenn. And yeah, be interesting. I know that you use a lot of different sort of instruments and things. So if you've got a sec, I know some folks were asking about the instrumentation. If you wanted to list off the instruments in that one, Joe, that'd be cool. And also, speaking of cool instruments, if you haven't checked out Adorable Anarchy's channel, she's been doing some live harp streams lately, which have been super cool. I'm absolutely intrigued by the harp. I find it one of those instruments like the trombone that I don't really know how it works. It seems super complicated. I bet once you start it, you'd be fine once you sort of get a feel for it. But I struggle with 6 strings on a guitar. I've got no idea what all those strings do on the harp. It's like when you first see a mixing desk and you're like, wow, look at all those knobs and dials. And then you realize it's just one channel strip replicated 32 times. But yeah, go over and check out Joe and Barry Glenn, and check out Adorable Anarchy and all of our other wonderful artists that we are playing here on the show. I'm going to play one more, and then we're going to do a Play My Fire Beat Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. This is Present Artist X, and they say some vocal clips from Splice over the top of my very raw GarageBand recording. The song is more of an idea I was playing with and is unfinished and therefore quite short. Very cool. We're going to give it a spin right now. Hope you're music well. there you go. I knew that it ended at some point, and I was like, it ends suddenly. Am I going to be able to remember where? Kinda. Yeah, definitely a cool idea. Definitely something to continue working on and workshopping for sure. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, caring is sharing, and Sharon is Karen. I said it the wrong way. It's sharing is caring, and Sharon is Karen. I don't know, man. What am I, a guy who knows stuff? No, I just work here. All right, we're going to do our Play My Fire beat. Our mate Doug Kidder has already worked it out because I just experimented in the chat as to whether if you put the hashtag in and you also put an emoji, whether it would actually work. Because in honor of our wonderful harpist, Adorable Anarchy, and the fact that there is now a harp emoji in the emoji world, let's make it hashtag harp. Yep, if you put hashtag harp in the chat right now, like Adorable Anarchy is doing, and Moses and Scribbles and Michael and, well, actually, no, Scribbles, there you go. You got there. You got there. Because I don't think hashtag Hasurp is going to work, even though it's kind of funny. There you go. And yeah, if you put the emoji, I'm pretty sure you get an extra entry. Not true at all. Not even close to true. But you can go ahead and join. And look, we've already got more entries here in the second half than we had in the first half. So, yeah, it's going to be harder to win, but you got to be in it to win it, as they say. While we wait on that one, old mate Leavac, I still don't even know how to pronounce their name because they refuse to give me any descriptions or anything at all to work with. But that's all okay because they make good music and I can't resist playing it. This song is called Unreal, and that's all I know. So let's hit play and give it a spin here on Your Music Alive.
In the garden we planted dreams, and sunshine kissed our lips. Our perfect world began to the foam and anthem. I don't feel your presence with me, but a little did we know beneath those things you should know. You said I never lied. I'm falling through the sky. The image of your face, worse than the secrets of space. I don't feel your presence.
Leavac here on Your Music Live. Some interesting choices of notes in that one. I'm not going to say the wrong notes, but it's some of the chords and then the melody just slightly clashed, which may be by design. But yeah, really cool though. I like the vibe. Great beat. Well done. Thank you for sharing. For sharing, because it's caring. Hello to Gary Hubbs, who's here. Elbows up, my friend. Your Canadian teams, despite Vancouver not being one of them, are doing pretty well. Yeah, they're kicking along. We're hoping to get another one through to the Stanley Cup finals or the next round. Las Vegas, this team have got Edmonton up next, which will be a heck of a series. Just saying, heck of a series. Yeah. Look, I think that was just it. I think it was just slight. The vocals seemed slightly just needed to be tuned up or down a semitone or tone in some of those sections, and it would be chef's kiss. Should we do the draw? Oh, let's do one more song. Let's play some Spicy Tempo. Thank you also to Spicy Tempo for your kind donation to the channel recently. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and we appreciate you. We've got some fun ones here. Thanks a lot, Pete, for considering this new track done on GarageBand iPad that drops the same day as YML. So, just in time for Cinco de Mayo. I haven't had a chance to even listen to this yet, so this is how much I trust Spicy Tempo because it hadn't premiered when I was putting the show together. but I'm going to play it for you all the same. So this is Let's Dance from Spicy Tempo here on Your Music Live. All right, you know what? We're going to give Spicy Tempo a take two. And the reason I have my phone out here now is because you're going to help me with this one. So Rode, my mixer crashed during a live stream, and it does this about every few weeks. And yeah, we may need to get it looked into. So the timestamp of this one is 1 minute, 1 hour and 26 minutes. There you go. You've helped me. Was a little bit quiet in the middle there, wasn't it? I've been waiting for this because I need to log this with Rode, but it hadn't happened in a while. You know that thing? Like I was putting together all the details and I was trying to find the last time that it happened where it just stops in the middle of a stream. And there you go. As annoying as that was, ruining Spicy Tempo's song there, yeah, it's all good. So if I get some thumbs up in the chat just to make sure that we are back with the sound, we will take this tune back to the start and give it a second time around here on Your Music Live. Once again, Spicy Tempo, their brand new song, and it is called Let's Dance. Second time around, second time's a charm. Spicy jam for sure. A bop to bop with till you drop. Cinco de Mayo perfecto. And all those other things. There you have it, Spicy Tempo. We got there, we did it. And again, whilst I didn't like the fact that you had to have that interrupted and we had a wee little bit of a hiccup there with the technical difficulties, it is good because I captured it and now we can let them know because my mixer here, the Rodecaster Pro, has been very, very good except when it's not. It's great 99% of the time, but when you run on a live show and you're doing hours of live streaming every day, yeah, you need a little more reliability than that. So we will log that with Rode, and hopefully they can fix, replace, or do something to help out. Love you, Rode. I'm using the Rode mic, the Rode mixer. They're good people, and from everything I've heard, their service is second to none. Let us give a little more since we interrupted Spicy Tempo. They can be the backdrop of our Play My Fire beat. 22 entries, I hate to say. It means you've only got about a 4% chance this time around. So I wish you all the best of luck. Who's gonna win? Play My Fire beat, studio live today. It's gonna be View My Bits. That name's a little risque. Yeah. Congratulations. View My Bits. And your little... I don't know what that is. It's like a Wolverine squirrel. It's probably some meme or some character that everyone knows, and I don't. But you know the drill, or maybe you don't. But if you don't know the drill, all you need to do is, in plain text, you need to let me know the artist name, the platform name, and the name of the song. So if it was View My Bits, you'd go YouTube, View My Bits, and the bit viewing song. I don't know, something like that. All right, while we wait on that one, let's play this one from Gianpaolo Gallian. This guy plays the drums like nobody's business, and I love watching his drum-along videos. He says, hello there, fourth single extracted from our latest EP. This one is dedicated to the memory of the Porcano brothers, hence the title Por Car. It is played in the style of some 90s West Coast shuffle. Remember the tune Lido Shuffle by Boss Gags? Huh, no I don't. But I probably do. It's probably one that's deep in the memory banks. A style very dear to our hearts. What can I say? Enjoy. I will enjoy. I hope you can enjoy too. Gianpaolo Gallian. Does make it look absolutely effortless, but you can see he's dialed in, he's in the zone, and it's very cool. And yes, look, I had to listen to, and at the risk of getting a copyright claim, the Lido Shuffle. I do know it, the Boss Gag song. It's a Lido, whoa, that one. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, what a killer kick and snare. It was just super crispy, wasn't it? Really nicely done indeed from Gianpaolo Gallian. All right, we have got our Play My Fire beat winner, Steeping in the Red Sea. Let's see if we can find it without any problem. No, we can't. Is it steeping in the Red Sea? Is it maybe stepping in the Red Sea? Let's see if we can locate this song. Otherwise, we'll play another one. Oh, I spelled it wrong anyway. Let's give it another go. No, it is Steeping in the Red Sea, and it's present artist X. All right, let's bring this one on up here and give it a little spin. This is the winner of our Play My Fire beat, which was View My Bits. Their artist is present artist X, and this is Steeping in the Red Sea. In the Red Sea. Yeah, it is. It's kind of the shuffle section of the show. Isn't it funny how it works out that way with even though it was a fire beat selection. Yes, driving hard to the net, that one, as Gary Hubbs says. For sure. All I need to do now is paste the link into the comment. No, the description section below. Reminds me. I used to go to this Friday night sort of youth group thing, and I went because you got to do like cool crafts and stuff, and they fed you like chicken nuggets and chips or crumb sausages or something delicious that kids like to eat those days. It was the 80s, man. It was weird. And but they made you do this sort of church service beforehand. And there was this one song that was like, "How did Moses cross the Red Sea? How did Moses cross the Red Sea?" And it was like this really long song. And like, he did it with some help from Jeebus or something like that. So yeah, I don't know if that's the real song, but it was like that. Glory, glory, hallelujah song. But it was about Moses crossing the Red Sea. Anyway, it's weird, isn't it? How music just triggers your memories of things that you'd repressed for literally decades. Next up, we have Kraftwerk Music, Haiko Bren, who says, "Hello, Pete. Here's a new GarageBand instrumental, Cosmic Rainfall. It's actually the 50th tune I published on the Cloud of Sounds. Greetings from Germany, from Haiko." Love it. Thank you for being here and for sharing your music. Look at this. The Cloud of Sounds. Sign up for SoundCloud Go today, except the problem being that it doesn't play the ad. We've talked about this. I don't know. I know I give the Cloud of Sounds a lot of grief, but look, the layout and the functionality is a lot better now. I just really wish that if they were going to put ads in there, that they actually work, that they play, right? Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Cosmic Rainfall, our friend Kraftwerk Music. it. It's got that kind of, not quite 8-bit, but almost 16-bit era sound when we started getting sort of actual wavetable synths and things going on in our video games, sort of the early PC, DOS games. Remember Epic Pinball? Remember the soundtrack from Epic Pinball? It kind of sounds like it could be that. Yeah, really nicely done. I dig it. I dig it. Haiko Bren, Kreiswerk music. Next up is our friend Uffy Baba, who very kindly gave away some memberships on the show yesterday. I promised them I would play them close to the start of the show, then completely forgot, failed, completely my fault, but we're going to play them now. So apologies for that. Totally meant to get you earlier on in the show. They say, hello, dear friends, or hey, dear friends. We actually did something rather bold. A Portuguese, a Moroccan, an Azerbaijani, and 3 Turks, 2 Balkan origin, came together to create a song in the Maori language. This is the 6th track written in our 7-song series, 7 Letters of Seas. Whew. The vocals are Azra Azizov, Lucia Maria Anton, Bursa Azizov. Violin is from our friend Uffy Baba. Bass is Josie, and the drums are KTG Tim. Hope you enjoy, and I hope I can catch the broadcast. Wow, now that's a collaboration. There's collabs, and then there's collabs. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live.
Whakatuhera tia te mara O taku ngā kau ngā taia tahua te kakara Rereke I te noho ki tō wahi Kariro mai au te wairua a tahua A e noho ana te ngā kau I te kuainga wakatoa I te wa e titiro ana a tātou kanohi ki te tahi He aha te mea e whakakite amana E ngā kanohi Ko te pāmahana ke inga ringa E pupuni ana I te ahi o te ngā kau Ko te kata ngā hau Me te kata kaore tae a te mutunga A kapa te hari e tango mai ana I a koe I te ngā kau e piki ana I te noho
How cool is that? I would just love to be in that conversation when it was like, you know how none of us are Maori or from New Zealand? How about we make the lyrics in Maori? Very cool stuff indeed. Super cool, in fact. Makes me want to jump away on a desert island, right? Right. Cool stuff indeed. I am in a particularly good mood, and I don't really know why. I think I'm just you know what it is? It's not all this, but I think there's been some challenging time. I think I'm in a state of relief. Let's put it that way, because there's been lots going on. It's been very full on, and I feel like things are just a little bit mellow. Is it the calm before the storm? Possibly. You never know. There's our mate Uffy Baba, still awake, still enjoying the show. Next up, we've got the Old Goat Wildfire Band. Yeah, one of our goat-related artists here in the community. And they say, just wanted to write a fun, catchy song on my Les Paul. Hope you like it. Let's give it a little spin, shall we?
Bodak billboards hide the moonlight, scorch your eyes just like dynamite. Twisted hands on neon flame, lost your spark in the city's rain. Like your back kicked down the door. Subway cry you can't ignore. Skyline lit up the blue screen. Not the place that you daydream. Begged and bought in a restless night. Pin the faith on a roll of the dice and into America. Don't go without a dream. Don't go into America. Spread your flip wings, break the chain, and be free. Turn your back on a fallen society. With turn a screen from a shattered street. You found your spark in a moment of clarity. Begged and borrowed in a restless night. Pin the faith on a roll of a dice and don't go into America. Don't go.
Very cool stuff there from old Goat Wildfire band. And I like I like the fact that called Don't Go Into America Without is the name of the song. And some people would probably be offended before they even listened to it. You know it, don't you? Like the people that want to ban books that they haven't read. Oh, yes, ban it. Remove it before I get offended by it. Not that I've read it. But yeah, I like it. I like the complexity of the message being sent there. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. The old Goat Wi-Fi band, the master on that one was pretty low volume. So the recommendation I would have for you is to maybe remaster it, add some compression or a limiter to your overall mix, because I had to boost my volume to max volume and it was still like a little low. So you may just want to consider, in fact, right here on the channel, I did a couple of videos about mastering recently, and it doesn't have to be complicated, but sometimes just a brick wall limiter on your master bus will just pull that level up a little bit and make it just push through, because it's a great song. I'd just love to hear it a little bit more punchy with maybe a limiter on that one. Next up, we have A Multitude of One. As a big fan of Twin Peaks, I'm pleased to have this exclusive new track featured on a 43-track tribute to David Lynch from Oral Films. Nice one. All proceeds are going to the Billion Trees project. I wanted to try and capture the vibe of the soundtrack without ripping it off, which can be a challenging thing to do, can't it? To be an homage, not a complete copy. This is Twin Peaks Slight Return by A Multitude of One, our mate Colin Powell, here on Your Music Live. Super laid back and chilling. Yeah, you can hear the theme. You can hear the original theme in there. But yeah, definitely a new take on it, which is cool. And congrats for getting included on that tribute album. That is super rad. Well done indeed. Speaking of Collins, Colin Stanton, if you're out there listening and watching and wondering what happened to your song, I did get a submission from you and I emailed you through the week. You didn't send the link, so I couldn't find the song, so I'm sorry about that one. So Colin, I will happily include you on a future show. Just need to resubmit for me. The other Colin just reminded me because we played a Colin tune there. This is Cannibal Ren. This is Death by Grilled Cheese Sandwich. And they say, ooh, spooky. It's the first song I posted on my YouTube channel. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. And if you don't know, I can't remember the name of the website or the platform you use, but it's always super cool. And it's old school, and I like it. So let's play this.
Death by Grilled Cheese Sandwich. Grilled cheese sandwich.
Isn't that fun? Coming up next, drowning in tomato soup. Yeah, right. I like it. Yes, Death by Grilled Cheese Sandwich. Yeah, maybe that's my lunch. Maybe it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Look, I've been to the States and I've had your grilled cheese sandwiches, and my goodness, I I ordered a grilled. Well, first of all, I got in trouble because I tried to order a toasted cheese sandwich. We were in Las Vegas. I don't know if you know this about Las Vegas and America in general, but y'all's size of your servings is chaos. You go into like a regular restaurant and you order a main meal, an entree, which means starter, by the way. I don't know why you call it an entree, but you order an entree and it's huge. We learned very quickly the first time in the States that my wife and I would order one appetizer, entree, and one main course, entree, and we would share those because it was huge. So I say all that to say I had this grilled cheese sandwich. The bread was that thick. The cheese was that thick. It was swimming in butter. And I'm like, yeah. So Death by Grilled Cheese Sandwich, I can 100% see happening. But yeah, my grilled cheese sandwich is literally one slice of cheese between two bits of wholemeal bread. It's a little bit less epic, our Australian toasties that we have. And yes, you can call them a toasted sandwich, a toasty toasty, a South Australian thing, or a jaffle. That's over on the East Coast and in New Zealand. Yeah, you eat jaffles, which is because you put them in a jaffle iron, which is like a waffle iron, but for sandwiches. All right, is this too much? See, again, I get triggered by the topics of your songs. All right, regionals up next. Kraken is a song I made a few days ago on Fruity Loops Studio. It is meant to be a loud EDM song, so be careful about how loud you turn it up. I hope you enjoy it. I'll take any feedback. Yes, the riser and the synth, I'll need to learn to match the volume on. Well, there you go. At least you got a little self-awareness going in, so that's always a good thing. Let's give this one a play. This is Kraken Regional on Your Music Live. I like the less predictable, slight sort of delay on the drop there. Very cool stuff there from Original. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, guess what? We're going to almost finish close to kind of ish on time a bit. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yeah. And if I didn't crap on for hours about things like toasted cheese sandwiches, we would have finished on time. So I'm going to take that as feedback for me. Is our friend Tremor Bear here? I need to get a recording to play on the show. Tremor Bear, I need you to go, is there an anti-penultimate song lurking? Yeah, in fact, you should write a song. You should write a song called Anti-Penultimate that I can play, like a stinger, like a 10 seconds, like, it's time for the anti-penultimate auntie. There you go. I guess I just did. This is how anti-penultimate. Auntie Penny. That's right. Auntie Penny. Auntie Penny. She's always the best auntie. She's always got Kit Kats in her purse every time I visit her. Oh, yeah. This is Moon Mirage. The Hills follows the emotional arc of a fleeting romance, tracing the steps of a date that begins with curiosity, builds into infatuation, and ends in sudden detachment. It's a moody reflection on unrequited love and the disorienting shift from longing to indifference. And apparently I have to study for tomorrow without missing today. Oh, cloud of sounds, will you ever learn, you scallywag? All right. What malarkey. This is The Hills and Moon Mirage, our anti-penultimate song.
White doves take flight. The windstorm rains high. Our love, her delight. Through daytime, we burn bright. Clicking the keys, checking them twice. Open the door, left and then right. Table for two, stake your the side. Stare in your eyes, channel for life. What is it called? My starry night. Will you be mine? Maybe I might go to the hills as you watch me fall. Oh, you're so cold, won't laugh no more. Just hold on, 'cause gold can crack the code. Who is it, so babe? If you settle for me, oh please forget what you say and dream. Maybe you'll see, because whoa, I've never seen a heart so strong. You're so prepared for the road that you rode. I know I'll never know all that you've been through, but I'm here if you'll let me through. Go to the hills.
How cool is that? Kind of reminds me of, who did High Hopes? I gotta have high hopes for the living. Very cool. Just a real epic kind of sound. Love the melody and the harmony in the actual instrumental, and then the vocals kicking into that chorus is like a triumphant bang, powerful thing. Very, very cool there. Moon Mirage, not hindered even with Cloud of Sounds trying to stop me from playing their tune. It is that time. It is time for the penultimate tune, and I could think of no one better to hand the penultimate tune to than old mate 1-3 Scribbles, and this one is called Nano Nirvana. They are creating nano dust as a Neuralink for your mind, promising nirvana. Interesting. Produced in Logic, sound engineered in Serum. To create this, I had to climb into a gnat's ass so that I could study small shit in preparation for this song. That is the first time I've ever said the words gnat's ass, or ass, if I was American. Uh, you know those things where you're like, I don't think I've ever said those words in that combination. And nat and us have never been, because I've never thought about a nat's back passage. And now I and all of you have, thanks to this person, Scribbles. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Up and all to the tune. That is fully the gnat's ass. Oh my god, that was so rad. You probably can't see it, but I've literally, like, those synths were so just juicy and just vibrating in just the right way that I got goosebumps, or goose pimples, as people call it. I think goosebumps sounds better. Goose pimples sounds weird. That sounds like more diseasey. Goosebumps is just like, ooh, little goosebumps. Very cool. Yep, the gnat's ass indeed. Very cool. Maximumness for sure. What a cool way to take us into our final song. Penultimate worthy indeed. Hey, guess what? We're finishing the closest to on time we have for months. I thought we might sneak in under 2 hours this week, but grilled cheese, what can I say? We needed to talk about it. This is our featured artist. We're going to talk about their final song in just a jiffy. But before that, huge thank you to everyone for being here. If you've given up your Sunday evening or Monday morning to hang out with me and the crew here, I thank you. If you're watching on the replay because it's freaking 3 a.m. in your current city and you want to, sleep, then thank you. If you're one of the wonderful artists who provided their songs, who put themselves out there, it can be daunting. Don't think that I take it lightly that you folks actually share your songs with me. I know I'm pretty nice. Even when I give you a little feedback, it's not judgy, it's not to tear you down, it's to build you up. But it can still be hard. It's still hard, isn't it? Sometimes everything's going well, and 10 good things can happen and one bad thing. And what do you think about? You think about the bad things. It's the same with feedback. It's the same with sharing your music. You're like, you go into it sometimes feeling like, oh, someone's going to not like this. But guess what? Even if they do, Too bad. Too bad, too sad. That's their problem, not yours. So thank you to all the wonderful artists for sharing your songs. If you'd like to submit a song for a future show, you can do so right now. Do it now, before you forget. As soon as the show's over, studiolivetoday.com/YML. And I would be remiss if I didn't say a huge, massive thank you to DistroKid, because they are the wonderful sponsors who have been keeping the lights on around here. I haven't done this in a while. If it wasn't for DistroKid and their wonderful support, I would look like this. Now, who wants to watch a live stream with such terrible green screen? Like, it's just no good, is it? Without the lights on, without our wonderful friends at DistroKid, I wouldn't be able to look as shiny and pristine as I do. You wouldn't even be able to see whose hat I'm wearing, and that would be an absolute shame. So thank you, DistroKid. You're awesome. If you want to get your music out there to the world, save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan by using the link up there or down in the description. It is time for our final song, our ultimate tune, our featured artist, Harriet B, who says, "Hi Pete, thanks for playing my songs in the past. This one is called Time, and my granddaughter added a line or two. It's about life's regrets and finding a second chance. I hope you like it, and I hope you like it too." Hey folks, thanks for being here. Remember, this week, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and keep creating. I'll see you next time here on Your Music Live.
Blind, forgive me, I was blind. I couldn't see what's on